Well, let's have a look at this thing. I just bought this. It's a Hotsy pressure washer. It's a 16 horse. Not running, if you can't tell. Missing parts. Mainly carburetor. And it's like, yeah. This is my first time looking at it. So I guess the plug's there. I did not check anything out. I don't know what the gas tank looks like. I didn't open it. I did pull the dipstick. The guy said if I'm any kind of mechanically inclined, it should be easy. Said it should run. The gas tank doesn't look too bad. And I did spin it over by hand. I did not try the starter button. You know, it does have one. I don't even know where the battery's at. And I cannot get this gas cap to go back on. So this might be, I know I said I was going to do the boat, but this might be our next go-to because it sure would be nice to have a steam cleaner to wash the engine. Wouldn't that be nice? So I'm going to start looking at this thing. I don't know. Somebody probably knows a lot more about this than me, but I did see that this has this, whatever that is, 2 tips. I never ran one with 2 tips. It's only got one trigger. I don't know what the 2-tip theory is here, unless one's soap or something. So it's got a 16 horse gas motor, old Briggs and Stratton. I need to get a carburetor for it. And have to get that old model number information off of here. 3,000 PSI, 16 horse, 2.75 gallons per hour. But honestly, it doesn't look to be in horrible shape. I don't know a whole lot about these. I looked inside of here and I thought, man, this looks kind of rusty, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to, he said it was stored inside all the time. These things don't look burnt real bad. The insulation doesn't, so I don't know if it maybe didn't have a lot of hot use. It came with this hose, which I don't know if that's just added hose, so you don't have to, you can wheel it out farther. Oh, there's a battery. I'm gonna do some digging, see if I can't find a carburetor real quick. Well, things kind of progressed. I actually have a old paver outside that has a 16 horse Briggs and Stratton on it, and this is the carburetor from it. I thought, you know what? I ordered one online already. I just figure I'll put this one on here. I know this one works. I ran it this year. I know it runs. So let's hook it up and see what happens, and I'll let you guys monitor everything as I do this. I think I better put this tube on first. So let me get you set up and you can watch. I don't know if you can see, but that gasket didn't fit on there, so time to make one. They're all real good except for one spot here. Okay, well, it's not bad looking. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Let's get some gas in this thing. I already started putting some in there and I forgot to hit record. Don't want too much in there. There is an on and an off, which is good. All runs. That's good. It had sparks over here because the battery cables. I don't want those things sparking. I really don't want those sparking while I spill that gas. So I wasn't getting no pressure from anywhere. I turned the burner on to see if anything would help. I didn't know. I could see a little bit of smoke coming out of there. So I thought, I didn't know if it was steam or spray, water misting from that burner because the maybe there's a hole in it. I didn't know, but I could smell it. It smelled like diesel fuel. So I assumed it was the burner trying to turn on. This dang hose just wouldn't stay in the tank. I gotta fix that right away. Not getting nothing. It's out of gas yet. Get anything out of the carburetor. If anybody else seen it, but that's loose. And that will definitely make it not run right. Motor seems like a good motor. You can kind of hear the motor bogging down, so I knew it was building pressure. It seemed like it was working, but wasn't sure where to go from there. Just had to give me a minute to think about it. Spent a lot of time thinking about the next move to make. I might not be real fast, so I'll speed it up for you. So I was getting a little bit out of the hose when I pull the trigger, but it was like squirting, almost like really foaming. I think it was just so clogged up that it looked like foam, you know, mixing with air in there. A little rusty gunk. Paying $300 for a motor. It's gonna work. Maybe this hose is froze. So you can see we're starting to get somewhere here. There's nothing coming out of that burner, so I decide, hey, let's go back to the pump. That's the most logical place to start looking. And I crack the pressure valve or the gauge there to see if anything was coming through there, and sure enough, there's a lot of pressure behind that gauge, and you'll see it spray out here in a second if I get out of the way. There you go. There. So I knew there was pressure coming out of that pump. Then that means that the burner was plugged up, and that's a bad scenario, but I can tell you right now we got lucky, and you'll see it coming up here in a little bit. The pump must work. One way to find out though. Make a mess. Hey, well, that's good news. That works. Pressure gauge, on the other hand, does not. Anyway, does not matter. It doesn't work. But I know it builds pressure. I'm not getting out. So, it's just not coming out of here. And why is it not coming out of here? Probably because it's plugged up for some reason. But I would assume after a while it's going to come out. Just going to crack this line and see if anything comes out from where that burner is. So on this side, I checked make sure the hose going to the heater actually was open and clear, and it was. So, moving on. Somebody probably thinks I'm an idiot because I don't know what I'm doing. And you're right, I don't. That's got pressure behind it. Where the hell it is? To do this. There's a ton of pressure on that. Dang it! I figured cracking this gauge was the best way to do it since I did it before and I knew it wasn't going to blow apart on me. Whatever it is, it's in this thing. There's a shitload of dirt in that thing. Okay, so we've determined the problem is this thing right here. Let's go mess with it. Just can't get this thing figured out. I have no idea what this is. Somebody does. But it's full of gunk, I'm sure. What in the world? I don't know what that is. Does anybody know what the heck that thing is? I've never seen nothing like it. I don't know. Is this thing hollow? So yeah, that's good. Not good. Somebody's here. So that's just a ball in there. So it's some kind of pressure relief valve. You like them? So I don't know. I'm gonna take the torch cleaner and stick in here maybe. What are you doing?
I'm bored. I was watching YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It runs, but yay, she says, yay. Don't know how that thing works. Kinds of gunk in there.
You take the air compressor to it or something.
That seems like a really good idea. The only thing I have is reservations about blowing stuff all over the shop. I see that ball bearing in there, and if I took the air compressor to it, that thing might be gone. This goes like that, it goes like that. Okay. This goes like this, dummy. Just touch that. So once this thing's built pressure, oh yeah, there's gunk in there. Have to clean that out. Get some brake cleaners out.
Do you get a whole tripod?
Yeah. Pick up the tripod. I assume when that builds pressure, it moves, but I don't know. There it moves. There it goes. There it's moving. There, we got it. Yeah, buddy. Clear now. There, that's clear out. Now you can see through that thing too. And that goes like so in here. And then this dude goes on here like this. Dude goes in like that. Okay, then we'll go back over and try it out and see what happens. You carry it?
Yeah, let's.
Hopefully that did the trick. I think I can go ahead and put this hose back on where we're on it. This one here. This thing is screwed up. I don't know how many times you gotta turn this and it just wouldn't tighten, so I'm gonna have to fix that. I just keep checking to see if there's any heat coming out of it. I can't figure out. I thought maybe there's a temperature sensor right there on the side where I messed with that fitting. Maybe that had something to do with why it wasn't making heat. And I was playing with this nozzle a little bit, trying to figure it out why there's two heads on there. Trying to see if this burner will get going. It's smoking a little bit. If that burner goes, we're good. That means all I can do is wait on the carburetor.
Why are there two
I don't know.
spouts on it? Or whatever.
Can't figure out why there's two hoses on there.
Does it hold soap or anything?
I think it will.
Because maybe one of those for soap.
I think that's what this hose is for here. A soap container. Are your Crocs getting wet?
Yeah, because you spray them.
Makes more noise. Trying to get this thing to go. Maybe I'll get this filter off. Look at it. Really need a bigger wrench. Trying to get this fuel filter off, but it's being stubborn, and my wrench was way too big, obviously. I got tired of hearing that water running finally. Doesn't look clean, but it don't look dirty. It doesn't look dirty. Nastiness. Let's see. We'll clean it out. Put it back together. Dump this out in a pan somewhere. I know I got a pan around here. Clean this way out. Anybody else on here, maybe?
I think so.
You said I heard something over here.
Hey.
What you barking at, dog? Oh, these all come apart individually. That's cool.
Hey.
Probably need to soak them in gas or something. Did he come out when you came out?
Yeah, I thought I would have. What are you doing? Growling.
I think somebody else is out here. Let's put this back down here. Let's see, that should be fuel coming out of it. That's what I don't get. Let's come out. Look at that can right there.
This one? Or the gas?
Spray this all.
Okay. Can you pause the recording too?
Huh?
Can you pause it?
Yeah, just a pause. Just can't get any good revolutions out of it. Yep. Box stands better. I wish there was some way to bypass where this thing would run without. I don't know how else to make it go. I think this bleeder screw right here is what's going to be the ticket right there. What size that is. So I think we'll have to start it up and turn this loose, let it bleed out, because it should pump then. And then close it. Let's start it up. So I'm down here trying to take this box off, and you wiggle it and you can see stuff falling. So I'm sure this thing is nasty. But I gotta get this off here. Okay, that's open. Now we can see stuff. You see a light. Get that light. Now we can see stuff. See what in the world is going on here with this thing? Why it ain't igniting? I don't know nothing about this stuff, but sure somebody does, more than me. Oh, I see, those are contacts. Okay. I'm gonna try and get those contacts back together. I'll see if that helps. So I didn't even have to hardly touch them, and those things fell off. And you can see what those things are. They're like connectors. Sorry, they're like connectors for this side. So when you close it, it makes connection. So that's probably the problem. Well, you can see I got one of them off. Get some better lighting. Let you see, this is kind of a bad spot to get in, but I'll try it without my fingers in it. These are just contacts that touch this out here to give it electricity. They touch these here. I don't understand why they wouldn't just make this a solid thing. It's there. Got it. Okay. So that's out. And just to see what I'm working with, it's just a tiny box back here. You can barely fit your fingers in it. And I also noticed that one of these wires is chewed off. So I'll make that connection and try to find these pieces. So I had an idea. This is one of the pieces that's broken, right? And I thought, instead of having it in there where this is like a U shape coming up, I'll just turn it around and put that bolt in there. It might be a mother to tighten, but, and then the little piece I had left, if we're gonna do the same thing, that'll be for both of them. Yeah, I figure I better show you what I got going on. I got those turned around, bolted back up there. I had to take them out, and they're just like I don't know how to describe it. Look like electrodes up there that shoot to each other. I didn't think this thing would spark, but evidently it does. So we'll put it back together and see if it works. I did fix that wire, by the way. Hopefully that works. Okay, back together. Let's see if this thing works, and I'll clean that lens off for you guys. Well, we're good for a minute, so I assume it's this thing again. But I don't know. I assume it's this dude here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Now that the water's boiling hot in there. Oh, I am so retarded. I am so retarded. So, I never had the hose hooked up into the tank. So of course it's not going to keep heat because it doesn't want to burn me up. Well, I'm super happy with it. The carburetor is coming. I ordered it. You can see I don't have that bolt in there. Well, at the end here, without you guys, I cleaned this second tip out, and I didn't know what these were for, but I thought that tip was plugged, and it was. This changes it so you can like do a light steam to a heavy steam. You can switch those tips back and forth, which is awesome. So that's staying on there, and yeah, once it started working, man, the pressure went like through the roof, which was exactly what I wanted. This burner is still steaming, even though these coils are not hot. Makes me a little nervous leaving it in here, but I mean, even if it catches on fire, it can't go anywhere, I don't think. So, I mean, it smells like diesel, but it's hard telling. I mean, that thing probably was trying to blow diesel in there for a while without those igniters working, but man, super stoked. Awesome find today. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button. Help me make this something, will you? Thanks, guys. Bye.